talk about changes in a marriage, more specifically, changes in women in a marriage. And I'm not going to speak on it in terms of I know what's going on. I do not. But I am going to speak on it from a loving husband's point of view and what I understand and what I see and what the outcomes, or at least my personal outcomes, are sometimes. So, I say that to say this. Women change in marriage when they get to a certain age, and people change in general. I'm not singling out just women. People change in general, and everybody's got to tolerate those changes up, and work through them. But I'm saying this because I'm firsthand witnessing the changes that women go through when they reach a certain age. And from my personal experience, I got to tell you, even though we know this, even though we hear of it, even though we're aware of it at some point, we're never really prepared. We don't understand, and we never will. But what I will tell you that I've come to understand, what I will tell you that I've come to really realize is, once you put your mind to knowing, those of us that care, those men that care and really want to apply the love and the affection and the connection with their wives. But what I've come to understand is, I'm not going to understand, but I am going to really roll and flow with the changes that are occurring. I could be a good guy. I could be a bad guy. I could be the punching bag. I could be the ear. I can be all these things. But all I know is there's changes going on that are unfathomable to me. There are thought processes and hormone changes that I couldn't begin to figure out how they affect the human mind or the body. And that even goes into just women being able to have children and give birth. Those changes alone are fascinating, much less the changes that occur later on in life. And with all the things that I may not necessarily understand, with all the attitude changes and flashes and I don't even know what else to say, but all these things that go on and just you not being there at the right time, or being there at the right time, or saying, hey, good morning, and that's, why is it a good morning? Like there's just so many things going on. But I say that again to say this, and just me articulating this is telling you that I don't understand, and I never will. But what I do understand is that somewhere beneath all that, somewhere in all these changes and all these things that are going on with my wife, that the woman that I fell in love with is still there. The woman that I love is still there. The woman that I hold tight to and I'm connected to is still there. So it's my job as a loving husband to make sure that I take the brunt of whatever is necessary to make sure that when she comes out at the end of it, that I'm still there, that I'm still available, and that I'm still the husband that said that he's going to lay down his life, is going to stand by his wife, who's going to, through thick and thin, sickness and health, death do us part, for me to be that guy, no matter how much I may not understand, no matter how much I may not really know what's happening. But what I do know that has to happen is that when she gets to the end of it, that I need to still be there. Anyway, that's all I got. That was just a thought that I had, and I apologize if I can't get scientific, right? I'm not a scientist. I'm a guy who's just journaling his life. This is my diary, and these are the things that I go through on the daily basis, and I just want to share these things. And again, I apologize if I couldn't get scientific, but I do want people to know that there are guys like me that exist. We may not all necessarily understand, but we do try, and we do have these abilities sometimes to just know that even though we don't, we still want to be available to you at the end of it. We should do it well, do it the best way you know how. Jay Cotto, I'm out.